In this month, Baba is constantly guiding us about adopting the culture of truth and good manners, satyata and sabhyata. Now you see, we are going to the world which is called the world of truth. Satyug means the world of truth. Now, what is the truth? What is the dharana of truth? Or what is the power of truth that we need to embody in this Sangam Yuga so that we can be eligible to belong to the world of truth? So we need to understand the truth, or the concept of truth, so that we can imbibe it, and hence when we imbibe it, we will be eligible enough, or we will be having that vibration with which we can go to Satyug, the land of truth. Now, truth is a very interesting word. Yes, so there is, when we say truth and false, then usually in a body conscious way, the way we look at it is, truth right now. So if somebody is doing a sin, then the truth is that person is a sinner. Yes. So if somebody is doing something wrong right now, then if you look at it in a body conscious way, then that person is a wrongdoer. And labeling somebody who is doing wrong as a wrongdoer is speaking the truth according to how we understand it in the world. And this is why we always say, we talk ill about everybody, and we talk about the weaknesses of each one, and talk about the wrongdoings of each one. And what we say is, but I'm not saying something that's false, I'm saying something that's true. And how can I be wrong if I'm saying something that's true? Right? So speaking the truth is not sin, is it? So if somebody is wrong and I'm saying they're wrong, then I'm not sinning, because in the world we are taught that when somebody is wrong and you say they are wrong, then you are right. But Baba tells us that the truth is not what someone is right now or what someone is doing right now. Baba has given us the glasses. And what are the glasses? The buddhi. So Baba has given us the intellect, the understanding, the buddhi, the vision to see the truth. And right now, whoever someone is or whatever they are doing is false, because they are in their false state, and whatever they are doing is not an indicator of who they are. Because each one is a pure, peaceful, powerful, blissful soul. The truth is that. And each one is capable of very good actions. That is the truth. And since they have themselves forgotten that, then they are doing something which is not very powerful or not very pure right now, but that is not their truth. Yes, so let's say somebody is ill and they are in the hospital, then is it okay if I label them as a ill person? No, because you know that this illness is temporary. Yes, this illness is temporary. And what is permanent? Permanent is health. So every person, the body is always healthy and sometimes ill. Now, if most of the times the body is ill, then is it okay to say that this person is ill? Then also, you know that this person was not born like this. Yes, and if the person was born like that also, then what do you do? Then you understand that this is not his first birth, and nobody can have a diseased body in the first birth. So even about the body, we can't say that it's an ill body, because the body was not like this in the previous births. And then saying that this person is ill is completely false, because that person is not the body. Yes, so Baba has taught us to separate the person and the behavior. Yes, and separate the person and the body, separate the person and the behavior. So when you say this person is ill, that means that you're talking about the body, and the body is false, the soul is true. So talk about the soul, not the body. Then if you talk about the soul and talk about the present sanskars, yes, the present sanskars are also false. What are the original sanskars? The original sanskars are knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, power. So, do you see the truth, or do you see what is right now? Yes, and then if I have the buddhi to see the truth, then I would never speak this language that this person is like this and that. So for everyone, what would be the language I would use? That each one is a pure soul. Yes, and if I say anything else, that means that I am not speaking the truth. Yes, so whenever you discuss somebody's sanskars, when you discuss somebody's wrongdoings, somebody's sins, then what are you doing? You are speaking that which is not the truth. And when you speak something which is not true, then what is it called? It is called a sin. So when you talk about somebody's sin, you are creating a sin. Because you are talking about the falsehood that has crept in. Yes, and you are talking about that which is there right now, but you're not talking about the eternal truth. And when you're speaking false, then that is creating a negative karmic account. And then what happens is, you see, when you speak this, so there is this thing about drishti se srishti. So we want to see what is true so that we can empower it. But what if we are not just not seeing the truth, but also spreading the falsehood? Then that becomes a very big sin. And just think about how much we do this. Do we describe somebody's weaknesses? Do we describe somebody's sanskars? Do we describe what wrong they did? Do we describe somebody's, temporary aspects of the physical dimension? Do we discuss how somebody is, somebody's mental health, physical health? Whatever you're discussing falsehood. And that creates a sin. And you see, when we become sorrowful, when there is sorrow in life, then the first thing we ask ourselves is, what sin have I done? I have not done anything. And why do we say that? Because we have no understanding of how sins are created. And Baba has given us the understanding that lust, anger, ego, attachment, greed creates sin. But Baba says that is also, a very gross way of looking at sins. But when you go into the subtlety and you want to be and you want to belong to the world of truth, to the age of truth, when you want to become a deity, then you have to understand the subtle, very subtle aspects of truth. And for today, Baba says the sign of truth is never speak that which is false. But when somebody is body conscious, they always speak that which is false and spread that which is false because they believe that is the truth. Yes, because you don't understand that what is the difference between false and true. The true is the soul. True is the original sanskar. What is false? The acquired sanskar, the body. So when you're discussing the body, when you're discussing the karma in Kali Yuga, when you're discussing the sanskars that the soul has acquired from the copper age, you are discussing falsehood and spreading falsehood. Yes, and only today, there was this one person who wrote to me that I never spread falsehood, I only spread that which is true. But if you spread that which is true, then what would you do? You would just give the course because there is nothing else which is true apart from this. Yes, and you see, every person also, if you say, this person is like this and that, so by the time you speak about it, that person might have changed. Yes, so you are always talking about the past, which doesn't exist. The past is false, the present is true. But can you ever talk about the present? You always talk about the past. Because the moment you start talking about it, that which was present has become the past. Yes. So Baba says that you have to have a very good understanding of what is true and what is false, and never spread that which is false. If you're discussing, listening, spreading that which is based on the sanskars of impurity, then you're creating a sin. So calculate for yourself how much sins we create. Yes, we do that. And then do you know that when you hold that in your awareness, when you hold somebody's sanskars, when you hold somebody's actions in your awareness, then how much weight you create here? Yes, and what does a sin do? It weighs you down. So you're seeing the immediate effect of thinking about somebody's sanskars or thinking about somebody's impure actions. So the first sign that this is a sin is that the moment you think about it, the moment you hold it in your awareness, it weighs you down. And I remember there was this one time when I was sitting in a room and there were two people who were discussing, discussing people and their sanskars. And I had I couldn't get out of the room. I had to sit there. So it was such a situation. So I realized after 5 minutes my head had started aching. And I was feeling very suffocated. And just think about, even if you listen to it, it causes such a big burden. Yes, so just listening to the things that other people are discussing about somebody's sanskars or karma, that also creates such a burden. And what if you yourself are holding it in your awareness? And see, that person doing it, they not only created a vikarma by holding it and talking about it, but they also, created vikarma by, by sharing it in the atmosphere and weighing me down. And I did the vikarma of listening to it. So do you understand? This is such a multiplier thing, that you're doing it and then it is going to the ears of so many, and then you are also, that karma is also going to weigh you down badly. So Baba says that you should be very wary of this kind of a sin. If you want to go to the world of truth, you have to hold truth completely. And then Baba says that, what does this kind of sin do to you? It stops you from experiencing the flying stage in Sangam Yuga. So, we children, we are supposed to feel that flying stage of super sensuous joy. How do you feel when you see a bird flying? That, and how does the bird feel when they're flying? So just think about, what would a flying stage feel like? So free, so liberated. But if you indulge in this kind of karma, then you cannot experience the flying stage in Sangam Yuga. And that's such a big punishment, right? So we are meant to experience the flying stage in Sangam Yuga, and we cannot do it. So this is such a punishment of our own karma. And you see, in the Brahmin family, amongst BKs, this has become a very big culture, spreading falsehood. And how has this become a culture? So, these days, apart from the center you're associated with, people will, join many WhatsApp groups and this and that. And then in all those WhatsApp groups, what is being shared is, some thought for today's slogan, ye wo, and then news. This person did this, they are doing this, they are doing this. Now, do you know that if somebody is so interested in telling you about another person and the wrongdoings of another person, then the intention behind it won't be good. Yes? So let's say you are somebody who has good intentions. Just think about this situation. You are somebody who has good intentions and you know about the wrongdoing of someone else. Would you choose to spread it to the whole world, or would you choose to correct it with that person? Yes. So if you are a person of good intentions, you would never choose that. But if somebody is choosing to do that, that means their intention is not to correct that wrong thing. their intention is to malign the image of that person. And these things are done just with the intention of maligning someone's image, because they pose a threat to you. So when you feel threatened by somebody, you do these things to malign someone's image, and it's being done everywhere these days. Yes, this is very easy. You can't do something on your own, just malign somebody's image and feed your ego. So this is what people in politics are doing, religion are doing, everywhere they are doing. And these days Brahmins are also doing that. So Baba says, whenever, even if you come across such a message, just know that somebody who is trying to sabotage someone's message doesn't have good intentions. They are not trying to inform you about the truth. They are just trying to defame that person. And you should not internalize it, and you should never become party to spreading it. But the first thing that you should know is, if you don't have the intention to enjoy the, to savor the taste of these false news, then you wouldn't join multiple WhatsApp groups for these chatpati khabre. So this is what is happening. So everybody wants these savory news, and that is why they are joining all this. And I remember there was this one Mata, and she wouldn't attend classes. She has no association with the center anyhow. But whenever there is a news in the Brahmin family, she would message me. So and so did this, this happened, Didi, do you know this? Then one day I wrote to her, do I know you? So she said, Didi, you know me, I'm in your, I send messages to you. I said, no, this kind of association I do not want from you. We do not block numbers, so we don't do that. But I am telling you, I don't want any kind of news from you. You want to be associated, you attend the class. That is our association, yes? That is our association. We want to discuss Gyan, we want to meditate together. We don't have any other association. And then she said sorry, and she stopped that. So Baba says, this is not the karma you want to create. And if somebody is doing that, always know that that person is not trying to inform you or warn you. That person has evil intentions of maligning somebody's image. And you should be wise enough to understand these things now. Yes, negative propaganda is the biggest way to, to uplift yourself and put the other person down. So Baba says that you be very wary of these things. And then Baba says, this is a family, right? This is a Brahmin family. So what do you do in your Lokik family? You see somebody's weakness, you go and tell the whole world about it. And what if somebody is doing it in a family? Do you like that person? Do you think that that person is a person of good intentions? No. So you don't even do it in a Lokik family. Then why should you do it in a Brahmin family? This is a family, right? So spreading someone's weaknesses is not what we do in a Brahmin family. So, and Baba says, if you see somebody's weaknesses, then take them in the corner and make them understand. If they understand, good. Even if they don't, okay, the Baba will see that. They belong to Baba. Baba will take care of the child. Why are you creating your vikarma there? Yes, so this is a very deep philosophy of karma, of sinful karma, good karma that Baba teaches. And then today Baba says, remember the knowledge of the drama and be be safe from Maya. Now, what does the knowledge of the drama tell you? That you see, in the drama, there is a time for happiness, which is Satyug and Treta Yuga, and then in the drama, there is a time for sorrow. Copper Age to Iron Age, it is an age of sorrow. And then you see, there is this theory of karma that in Satyug and Treta Yuga you do good karma because you are not body conscious, and then from the Copper Age you become body conscious, so there is no way you can do good karma. In body consciousness, all we do is impure karma. Yes, so from the Copper Age to Iron Age, we only do vikarma, and then what we get is sorrow. Sorrow of various kinds: health, wealth, mind, relationships. There are various kinds of sorrow that you feel. Now Baba says that whenever something happens to you, yes, something is happening, if you try to analyze it, yes, if you try to just ask, why is this happening, or what did I do to make it happen, or why do I deserve it, then what happens is you fall into the trap of Maya. Because this why and what, yes, why is this happening to me, what will happen next, and yes, what did I do to deserve this, these are the questions that start the link of negative thoughts. Yes, then you start blaming yourself, destiny, others, and then you start creating thoughts of self-doubt and fear and all kinds of negative emotions, negative thoughts, they come from this door. But if you just understand that this is drama, and from the Copper Age to Iron Age, there are many things that will happen because it is an impure world and it's a world of sorrow, so many things will happen and it doesn't mean anything. I don't have to take it personally. I don't have to feel it. I just have to do my best. Yes, and when you start understanding this, then the door of Maya is shut and then you are happy, and happiness is all that matters. Yes, so Maya will always tell you that this is success, this is failure, this is happiness, this is sorrow, and then you will start feeling it. But the only success is happiness. And if you put a full stop to all these thoughts and you understand that it is what it is, doesn't mean anything, and I am a happy soul anyway, then you are free from the bondages of Maya. Do you understand this? This is very deep. Yes, so you see, there is karma, but then the philosophy of karma is not like, if you're getting something bad right now, then you have done something wrong or bad. No. The philosophy of karma tells you that from the Copper Age, all that you do is body conscious. You are doing everything motivated by vices. So obviously, we have created a lot of karmic burden, and whatever is happening right now doesn't mean that, I did it, I am getting it. No, don't take it personally. This is how the drama is designed. We create sins and we come to this world of sorrow, and in the world of sorrow, sorrow is normal, natural. This is how it's going to be. But then now I have Baba and I can, keep the knowledge in my awareness and be happy and do my best, and happiness is what matters. And then slowly when I keep doing yoga and keep burning my sins, I will go to that world where there is no sorrow, there is just happiness. So when you keep this knowledge of the drama in your awareness, then you don't get caught up in Maya. Maya is not what happens to you. Maya is when you start asking why, what, when, how, until when. That is Maya. So don't fall into the trap of Maya. Yes, and sometimes there is some issue in the center, and then somebody would ask me, until when is good it is going to last? So I said, I don't know and I don't care. It can last forever. I have no issue with it. I am happy now, I will be happy then. Okay, so you have to understand that this is the age of karmic settlement. Things are not going to be your way. But then with Baba, why do you want things on your way? When Baba is on your side, then even if the scenes of the drama are not on your side, doesn't matter. And you will live through it, and then you will ultimately go to the world of happiness. So this is something that Baba is underlining today. And then Baba says, in order to pass the paper of delicate situations, make your nature powerful. Yes, because in this world, powerless nature, or what we call sensitive nature, is very celebrated. Yes, people like to tell other people that I'm very sensitive to the climate, sensitive to the weather, sensitive to other people's words, sensitive to behaviors, sensitive to circumstances. But Baba says, don't make your nature delicate. Make your nature very strong, and Gyan and Yoga make your nature powerful. What is a powerful nature? When nothing affects you. Yes, so when people are very in the world, when you're rich and famous, you say, I get these allergies and I don't like this and I get affected by this. But Baba says, no, Brahmin children should never speak that language. I am physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, always, nothing affects me. Have this Swaman. I am with Baba. Baba is always powerful. I am always powerful. And when you create this, then you will be able to handle the delicate situations that are going to come tomorrow. Yes, there's one Mata, and she told me that if I don't drink tea, then my head aches. Then I told her, in what will happen during Vinash? Somebody will be preparing tea for you or what? So during Vinash Kal, you will be only worried about the tea. Who will remember Baba? So she said, no, but I get a headache. So I said, then tell your head not to ache without the tea. Practice it. Then she said, Baba loves me so much that he will give me tea at the final moments. So I said, okay, that is between you and Baba. If you have that kind of agreement, I don't mind, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So, don't make your nature delicate. I can't live without this discomforts me, this I cannot handle, that I cannot handle. No, you have to know that you can handle immense physical pain. You can handle immense emotional, pressure. You can handle everything. If somebody dies and I have to cry because it doesn't look good, then what do? Then be a good actor. But why do you need to cry? You can just put up a sorrowful face and that's okay. Yes, so it's okay. You can just put up a sorrowful face, but take care you're not very happy with somebody dying. that is also dangerous. So, okay, so Om Shanti.